Hi there, my name is Rhoslyn Jones, and I'm on the voice faculty here at San Francisco Conservatory of Music. And after tens and tens of people requested a second episode, I'm back for a reaction video to Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For from the Barbie soundtrack. It's a Grammy-nominated song. I've heard it a lot online and in the car, and I'm excited to react to it, and I hope you enjoy it. We need a fun name for these Roz reactions, so if you have any ideas, go ahead and comment below. Give me some ideas what we could call it. Some people thought Roz's pauses? What does that mean though? I don't know. Roz TV? No, that's terrible too. We need your help. Go ahead, comment below. All right, here we go. All right.
I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I was an ideal, looked so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for. What was I made for?
Beautiful. So immediately just hearing the way she starts this song in a really breathy and like in voice technique we talk about this in terms of like forward or back. This is really back. It could be up here like this, like the Wicked Witch of the West, which I'm really good at making that sound. Or it can range. It can be and go really, really far back, so it sounds like, I don't know, it reminds me of like church choir. And it's pretty breathy and it's pretty far back, and it has this echoey quality with the piano, and I think there's some strings in there, really low strings that just, they're not front and center in this score. It's just amplifying and supporting this like constant thought process that she's voicing for us. Stunning, 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 stunning. I love the concept of this video. I love how it highlights the text. So she's not doing anything fancy. She's not in a, you know, sometimes music videos have really out there outfits and special effects. This is very simple because the message is very simple. She's talking about something she's feeling internally, and the vocal technique she's using supports that. So it's stunning. I want to just go back to the beginning of the second verse, because you're going to hear like the first, and in classical music, opera, musical theater, jazz, the first verse is a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to pause this for a second and exposition. It's a little bit, the first verse is like an exposition. It's introducing the content. It's introducing what's going on, the mood, the vibe. And the second verse in a lot of songs, no matter when they're written, adds something. So in the second verse, we add a little bit of harmony, we add a little bit more strings, and we zoom in a little bit to let us know that like, okay, this is a special, more intimate moment. So we're just gonna go back. If I can figure this out, I believe in me. I believe in me. Yes, the end of the first verse. So we're out, and now we're moving in. There's the...
I was an ideal, looked so alive. Turns out I'm not real, just something you paid for.
Lastly, I'm just gonna say like second verse stuff is always a little bit more heart-wrenching, First verse is introductory. It's the information. It's this is what's happening. This is the setting. Second verse is like cut to the heart of you. And that's how they get you to cry in songs. They introduce you very happily and then get ya. Love it.
What was I made for? 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday I might.
That's beautiful. I love that repeated part of the chorus. Like she's encouraging herself from above. And she's really, really high up in her register. It's impressive. I've only ever heard her sing at a speech-like range. And I like to describe singing in whatever style you're singing as elevated speech. And that's what she's done in other songs. And it's all very and talking, and a lot of people just kind of talk with that grovel and vocal fry, we call it. But she's way up high, and then the harmony that's added is on top of that, and it's so high up in her head voice. It's impressive. I wonder in the opera world if she would be a mezzo or a soprano, or what she would be. Maybe a soprano, because that's pretty high. I'm not going to try and sing it right now because it's too early in the morning for these old chords. All right. So I'm just going to back it up so we can hear that, the addition of that like higher up harmony, which is really beautiful. See if I can do this.
But I wanna try.
I'm going to back it up. Blah, blah, blah. There's the first time. On her own.
I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try. I don't know how to feel, but someday
It's so hopeful. I love that.
someday
Anytime it's repeated, she amplifies it with her own voice. Oh, earthquake. This was shot in San Francisco. It wasn't, I don't think.
When did it end?
3-part harmony.
All the enjoyment, I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend, it's not what he's made for. What was I made for?
Harp. I love like the orchestral inclusion we hear in the verse after the first chorus. It's stunning. I love a harp. It's very operatic. It's giving like fairy Barbie vibes. I love this. I used to have it's not the same Barbie box, but it was similar. I think mine was pink. Shocking. I want to go back and hear the harp. Let's hear the harp. Harp is my favorite instrument in the orchestra. It's used for like evoking some feeling of magic or sparkly or, you know, out of worldly type emotions. And I think that certainly the Barbie movie is like that too. It was so real, even though we know Barbie is a plastic toy.
What he's made for. What was I made for?
There's the harp.
'Cause
Rain.
I don't know how.
That's a beautiful little riff that she does, that she's only able to do, well, I shouldn't say that only able to do. I think it makes it easier to do really sort of gymnastic, ornamented little riffs like that when you're in your head voice. It's just an easy thing, especially like a descending. It's easy to kind of just let the voice go, and it sounds to me always when that happens in a pop song, it sounds a little bit like crying, or it evokes a feeling of, you know, bigger more deep expression that's happening. Let's hear it again.
I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
I like that moment because it sounds like there's a chorus of Barbies supporting her, and they're a little bit further away in the recording track. It's a little bit like in the background, but they're there and they're cheering her on. Let's hear that again. I like that.
'Cause I don't know
background.
how to feel, but I wanna try.
It's such a hopeful feeling, and like being supported by other high voices. I mean, it's her voice, just it's like an internal, you can do it. You can do it.
I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Someday I might. Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I wait for. Something I'm made for. Something I'm made for.
I love it. I love it. The end there where it just, it takes a slow build from the beginning of the song, and we add all these voices and all these like breathy head voice sounds, and then at the end it decrescendos back in terms of volume of sound, and also the texture of the song becomes very simple again. And that shape is something we see a lot in all different kinds of genres of song and music. And it works in pop too. This could be an aria. It could be an opera aria. And again, she ends sort of in that speech-like range, but it's in her head voice, which is a really beautiful, soft, vulnerable, open-hearted sound that I think is part of the reason why this is such a fabulous song, and Grammy-nominated, well-written, well-orchestrated, well shot on the music video side of things. I don't know much about that stuff, but it looks cool. So I'm a fan. Go Billie, go. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe to maybe hear another episode of Roz Reacts. I just want to mention that this song and this movie at this point in time has been really special for the women that I know in my life. I saw this with my best friend, and we just kind of clutched each other the whole time and sobbed through most of it while eating popcorn. And it's a real, and this song amplifies and sort of collectively closes that loop for, I think, a lot of generations of women, female identifying humans. And this song in particular has that feeling of, I know there's a saying of saying the quiet stuff out loud, but this is the loud stuff said internally, but public, for us to understand how much emotional labor, unseen labor is being done by a lot of women I know, a lot of the students that I teach. There's a lot that that women deal with that is sort of expected. Not sort of, it's totally, completely expected, that even like Billie Eilish says in her song, today I'm sad, but don't tell my boyfriend because he can't handle it. I know lots of people who do that. Oh, just don't worry him with that because it's not something they can deal with. That's an emotional hardship that a lot of humans do. male and female and otherwise. And I think that it's really a great sign of mental health awareness being brought into the forefront of the conversation, that we can talk about these things that have been kind of difficult to explain or identify, or, you know, just hit the nail right on the head. So yeah, this part in the movie made me cry. And I'm sure a lot of you out there felt the same way. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.